Today we are doing my first video ever. Alright, now this channel is gonna be focused around driving Empire and all those crazy challenges and different tuning setups and tutorials for whatever you guys want to see. So today we're gonna be trying to see if we can make the starter Mclarens as good as a Koenigsegg Sadier's Spear. Now this is a really crazy challenge, especially saying that I have to put a bunch of parts all over the Mclarens. Alright, so let's explore. So, well, before we do anything with the cars we're going to be checking out today is the 2019 McClaren GT and the 2019 McClaren 600 LT Coupe. But I've noticed that the McClaren GT has been a starter for a while, so let's see what we can do. The car isn't the best, it doesn't have the best grip, especially if you're going real fast and try to take a harsh corner while you boost, you're just gonna spin straight out. Like, it's not good for anything with racing or anything around that form of driving. So let's go over and I'm gonna drag race against my personal best, which is about 5 seconds in my Koenigsegg Sadier's Spear, and let's see what we can do. Now, I don't really expect much out of this because it's a starter vehicle with no tunes versus a max tuned Sadier's Spear. So I'm gonna try and see what I can do just with the start. And it's almost instant. I get completely gapped. Like, almost 2 seconds. Yeah. So let's remember, like, about 8 seconds to start. And that's just crazy because that's such a big gap. That's like a 3-second gap if you think about it. So I want to see what we can do, and I'll get back to you guys once I get to the dealership. Alright, so we're back at the dealership where we're going to be customizing and everything. And right now, if you try to go into the customization area, it's all under construction. So I'm just gonna, kind of go back here to customize. So once we load into customizing here, we can see that I have all the slots opened, but there's nothing in them. And I spent over $4 million on tuning kits just so I had stuff for this. So we're gonna get as much speed as we can. Like, with that, we started out at 224. Instantly we get 230, 235, 240, 245, and then we could throw some air filters. Maybe I'll just replace like one of these with an air filter, so we got 3 air filters. 3 air filters and 3 pistons. And then for our aspiration, we gotta put in the quad turbos because we gotta make this boy good acceleration, good grip, got good high speed. And 240 for a McClaren isn't that bad. It's a pretty good goal for a McClaren, especially if it's something like a GT. And then, putting on all the brake pads, and then we have to go to the tires. This is where it matters the most, because if we don't have grip, we're cooked. There's literally absolutely no way to stay gripped, so I have to even it out. And then the nitrous, this can matter if you're looking for really good acceleration. So I'm gonna throw on whatever I got here. One thing you do have to make sure is it's not rear-wheel drive, because that can make your back fly out, but instead make it all-wheel drive, so it's just nice and spread out through all 4 wheels. Alright, so let's see what we can do with that. I'll get back to you guys when I get to the drag race.
Later.
Alright, so we're at the drag race. We're gonna try and race it again and see what we can do with this. I don't really know what I expect because I haven't tried this before. This is a first, so I don't know. I guess we're gonna see what I can do. That's actually, wow, that's kind of a crazy jump. We went from 8 seconds straight to 6. That's almost 2 seconds of gaining just off of tuning this thing to make it go real fast. That's kind of crazy. And you know, when I put the parts on the 600 LT coupe, I'm gonna have to take everything off of this McClaren to see what it can do on the next McClaren. So we just have to, I'll get back to you guys like once I get everything taken off.
2,000 years later.
Alright, so I got everything off of the McClaren, and then I'm gonna swap it to the 600 LT. Not the Spider, but the coupe. And I do have some tunes on this right now. Yeah, some not so great tunes. So we're gonna all replace this and see what we can do. Cause it's looking pretty crazy. And then, yeah, so many cylinder blocks. Guess I'll fuse. Oh. Guess I have a good cylinder block. I don't know. So I'm just gonna throw in a bunch of, well, I'll do what I did on the last one. 3 air filters and 3 pistons. And for aspiration, this guy's, he's in rough shape. So we're gonna throw in all the quad turbos, all the purple turbos. And I'll put that one to purple. See what this is all doing. It's already looking crazy from here. It's looking better than the other McClaren. And then I need to do the brakes. Yeah, we have nothing on the brakes. So I'm gonna throw a bunch of pads on, or calipers actually, for brakes, and then yeah, and we're not really looking for like crazy brakes, but I mean, we also don't want to crash. Not that it matters, but more so the fact that I'd rather have us not crash than anything. And then yeah, NOS is not the best right now, so we gotta fix that up. And then yeah, we got all the NOS on there, and then we gotta make sure it's all-wheel drive. And then actually we didn't test it before, so we can do that afterwards and then see the difference, because I forgot to. So yeah, let's see what it can do with it. I sure wonder if we can beat the Jesco. That'd be kinda crazy, but it's a possibility if we try hard enough. Yeah, I don't think we're beating that Jesco. Is this worse than the... Oh, my game did not load. Hey, but that's pretty good for the 600 LT. Oh, I gotta go back to the dealership. That's not bad for the 600 LT. But, okay, I'm gonna strip it down now. And then see what it does, cause when we started with the GT, it was stripped down, so I want to see what this one is. It's a lot faster when you're taking parts off. It's almost because I have to like just 2 clicks and then I'm done. But I hope this is interesting for you guys as a first video. I know this game can't be the most interesting for everybody, but for people who like cars, I hope this is pretty nice. You know, you guys can always like give feedback if you want on how good my videos are in the comments. I'd love to hear what I could improve on. But I'm not requiring any of you guys to do anything like that, because I just want to make my videos the best for all of you guys and to make you guys happy. And my dreams of becoming a content creator is hopefully near. And yeah, we're not beating it. Wow, it's not as bad as the GT, but ooh, it's rough, real rough. 193 isn't bad though, in my opinion at least. But I took all of the parts off of my spear for this, and yeah, it was crazy, but honestly, if I had to be so real, it probably isn't worth it if you're just starting out and you have $300,000, because these tunes costed me millions of dollars. Like, I started out, like when I first had this idea, at about 4 million. I spent all of my money on tuning kits, grinded it back, spent more on slots, and I just wanted to sit on a few million, but it took like hours to do. But you guys could if you want, just let me know what you guys want to see, because I'm always open to requests and whatever you guys want to see. If you want tutorials, you want more crazy builds like this and more stuff like that, I'm totally open to it, because I have dreams of one day being in the creator program. But yeah, you guys can just let me know whatever you want to see, and I'll be happy to show it to you guys, you know. Alright, deuces.